Okay. I think I'm live. I am live. Let me just get rid of this angle of distraction here. So, I move over here. Well, this is exciting. So I have not been live in quite some time. And so I was in the mood to just come on today and to just do a live training session. It's been a while. And I just was like, okay, I want to come live. I think I want to do LinkedIn, but what do I want to talk about? Like, I had no idea what I wanted to speak about, what I wanted to teach about, what I wanted to even talk about. I just wanted to go live. So after just like a 5-minute thought, I was like, all right, like, well, my belief and my framework is confidence and mindset, clarity, right? Clear and hired, right? And ultimately you get hired, you grow, you lead within your career. So I'm like, let me do something to teach you some portions of my framework and a little bit dive deeper into some of that, right? So I want to talk to you guys about confidence. I think confidence is a really important thing. And I think it's something that's probably not talked about enough. And if it is, it's just overlooked because we think of all the strategy. We think of like, what are we supposed to do? What's the strategic way to do something and to get above and beyond the competition and to get this and do that? Like, what is the method, right? Clearly everything's a method. Clearly everything takes strategy, patience, work. But if we're not confident, if there's not this portion to where we're developing the mindset, then we are not going to be able to succeed on the strategy part. And that's what's really, really important, right? Is to be developed further on the mindset portion. So that's what we're going to dive in today. I am just going to take a quick peek onto LinkedIn to make sure that I am fully live because technology nowadays it's crazy. So I have my own notifications. So that means I'm live. So if you're here, welcome in. I can't see, but feel free to leave a comment. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know what you're doing. What's your career? What are you currently looking to grow into? Do you feel like you're lacking any confidence? And just feel free to leave a comment. If there's any portion of this that you have questions, I'm open. You're more than welcome to ask me. That's what I'm here for. So, feel free to do that. Really, really excited for, again, this session today. And I think, put into the description of this about my one-on-one coaching program. So this month I am taking on new clients for the full one-on-one coaching session, which is an extreme value on growth development, right? We think that we need to just grow within our job marketing materials like the resume, the cover letter, LinkedIn, but there's so much more than that, right? Again, there's the confidence, there's the clarity, there's the interview skills, there's, how do I get myself ready for work? Like, how do I plan out after I, get hired? What do I do? How do I negotiate, right? So this is my puppy walking through. That's so funny, and I saw it. So this is basically the group, not the group program, but the program personalized one-on-one for you to help you really just grow and develop and lead and grow within your career. So I'm going to put that in the comments as I had mentioned in the description. It will be in the comments. I'm going to quickly just check to make sure. Again, I don't know if it reads everything. See, it didn't read on LinkedIn. So that's so funny. So I'm going to paste it in the comments. Hello, technology. So let me just head over here. And let me put it through in the comments manually, which is fine. And then we're going to dive into my top 5 tips to help develop confidence, right, within the workplace. And I know how hard it can feel, right, just to, have this feeling of, lack of confidence, or like you're trying to impress your employer. And this is going to be really helpful for you to understand actionable tips and things that will really just help you lead and grow and develop this. So, super excited for this training. So, I like to get started. I like to, cut through, and now let's, just dive in and talk about these tips for today, right? So, the first things first, right? Confidence, right? Confidence within the workplace. The thing with confidence is that a lot of the times we are just not talking positively, right? Like we're just all in this negative talk. So what do we need to do? We need to get rid of it, right? So let's get rid of this negative talk, right? That's really what's going to help you also develop this positive mindset and this positivity to help up level this confidence. And the negativity and the negative talk can be multiple things, right? So maybe we're around negative people. And when we're around negative people, that's going to install all this negativity in us. And then we're just going to then think and behave negatively, right? So you want to make sure that you're aware of this. So if you are surrounded by people that just are always like, ugh, I hate this, or they complain a lot, then you want to probably remove those from, your network or your group, right? And find people that are really positive. What people around the workplace inspire you? What people around the workplace really get you just feel like, give you a different feeling of like, wow, like that's real, that's reality. Like they do that. I can do that too, right? They give you that like spark of like, is this for me? Or they make you just feel good, right? They make you feel good. So find those groups of people within your workplace environment that make you feel like that make you feel good, that talk just all in this positive way. And also, you want to, of course, get rid of that negative talk within yourself, right? So instead of installing like, oh, like, I don't think I can do that. How about let's install it with like, I will do that. I will do that. I will try to do that. I will give it my best, right? Like talking, instead of saying like, I can't do this, right? You're automatically like, almost like, manifestation is a huge thing, right? It's like almost like what everyone talks about is manifesting this and doing this, right? But you're just basically bringing it into your mind, right? You're bringing it into fruition of like, I can't do that, right? And you're automatically like bringing it in because you're thinking about it. But change the words like, I can do this. I'm able to do that. Like, if they can do it, I can do it too, right? So talk a little bit more positively, recognize that, and pause a moment, right? Just stop, think, and then realize that you're doing that, and then no, right? Reword that in your head and speak it a different way. And a really great thing that I think really helps install, the positivity. And I would consider myself honestly a super positive person. Generally, I think I'm too positive and smiley until it's the end of the day and I'm tired. And then it's just like, okay, here's negative Melissa because she just needs to go to sleep. But ideally, right, what's really helped honestly me in a lot of situations on being positive, especially when I don't feel like it, and especially when there's things that can bring you down, is to just journal. And I'm big on journaling. I talk about journaling a lot. I talk about writing a lot because this is something that I've put through, as not even just now, but like back 4 or 5 years ago within the workplace. And I would journal every day. I would get into work early because I'm an early bird, and I would just take my journal with me, and I would, do my gratitude. I would write out a bunch of things. It would spark idea. It was just bring my day just so much more light, and it just brings so much more positivity within it. And so I'm a huge firm believer in journaling, writing to help bring in the positivity, to help bring in more just motivation. And sometimes we just need to write things out. We need to maybe do affirmations and or even just journal about our thoughts, what we want. And it brings into more motivation. It brings into more like just more into your bucket. So if you haven't tried journaling, I recommend it. It's just something that I believe in. I think it just works for everything, and I love the practice of it, especially when I haven't done it for the past 2-3 weeks, and I started 2 days ago again to just doing like nightly journaling before going to sleep, and now I just feel like honestly like much more better. I feel like things are just bringing and coming into me because of it, and like it's an amazing thing. I can just vent on and on about journaling, but really ideally you want to just get rid of that negativity. Recognize that negativity is around you, that you're bringing in the negativity, that maybe you're speaking negative or you're around those people, and you want to avoid it, right? And you want to just change that behavior. The second tip is to leverage your strengths, right? So don't focus on what you're bad at, right? Don't focus on your weaknesses. Your weaknesses, of course, we want to always work on them, right? But you have strengths for a reason, right? We all have different strengths. We all have different skill sets that we're stronger in than others, and that's okay. That's normal, right? But we want to leverage what are our strengths, what are we really, really good at, and bring that into light. Use that for your benefit. Use your strengths for your benefit. Recognize them, and how can I bring in the strengths into the workplace environment, more into for myself to obtain what I'm desiring, whether it's a promotion or just recognition. So leverage your strengths, use it up. Know that it's okay to bring in more of your strengths than your weaknesses, but understand your weaknesses, of course, and, know how to navigate those behaviors of it. But when we're focusing on what we're strong in, then that just brings in automatically more confidence, because it's like a skill that you're really, really good at, right? Because you're really, really good at it, you're going to just thrive, right? And thriving just brings more confidence in you. So leveraging your strengths, really, really important. Third is to ask questions. And again, asking questions is a strong asset. It's a strong quality. And I think a lot of us think that asking a question, whether it feels stupid, is weak, and it's not. And then you lack your confidence because you're uncertain, right? So it's better to be certain, of course, than uncertain. When you're certain, there's going to be more confidence that's going to be brought into you. So ask your questions, right? If there is something that you're unsure about, it's better to ask that question, or something that you don't know, whether it's a formula or it's, how to respond to someone, or, a procedure, whatever it is. If we just go in and ask, right? The simple question. People in the workplace, of course, want you to succeed. They want you to do your job well. They want to make sure that what you're executing is going to be, beneficial for the company and you. So you're going to want to just ask those questions. And even when we're like onboarded, right? Like as new hires, like we feel like we need to always know everything that they're teaching us and not ask things again, just for clarity, for certainty. And it's stronger to ask it again to make sure that you have that clear understanding if you need it 2 or 3 more times, because again, you're confident in it, you're sure of it, and then you're just going to go through and just tackle and go through anything that you have to do. So ask your questions, right? Just a quick recap, right? So we're more than halfway through. There's 2 more tips that I have left. So first things first, we want to get rid of that negativity and negative talk. Get rid of the negativity and that negative talk. That is probably the number 1 killer, right? Is the negativity. We're bringing in all that negativity in, and it's going to hinder our confidence. Right? The feeling that we have in ourselves, the people that we're surrounded with, the way that we speak, the way that other people are speaking. So we want to recognize that and separate ourselves from it and change it, right? Rewire it and work it through to speak positively, to, be with and meet with the right people that are going to motivate us and speak highly, right? Because we see that brings a different light to us. Then we want to leverage our strengths. It's okay to leverage your strengths within the workplace, right? Because you have those strengths for a reason. Most likely they even hired you for those strengths for a reason. So use your strengths for your benefits because it's going to bring in more confidence to you. And then number 3 is to ask you questions. Always ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask the questions because you don't want to make mistakes. If you're starting to make mistakes, clearly, again, it's going to hinder on your confidence. It's better to be certain and clear versus like, unsure and then worried about, oh, did I do this right? Or was that wrong? Or should I have done it a different way? So ask your questions. I'm hoping this is making sense so far for you guys. So let me know if it's not. And then number 4, it is enhancing your skills, right? I think it's always important to enhance and take on new skills or learn new things because it just brings you more, it brings more qualities into you. And it also helps, again, on that confidence level too, because you have more skill sets, right? We're learning more things and it just brings in more of that confidence level. So for example, I like to take like random little courses every once in a while. I'll take things that are on, like mini certifications on stress management, leadership, different things that are going to just bring me a little bit more knowledge so I can then, feel more confident in what I do and just enhance more of my growth, right? We always want to, enhance and grow. And one important way to do that is to just leverage and enhance on your skill sets, right? Whether it's new skill sets or just learning more on other skills that you know. So really, really important to enhance on your skill sets. Number 5, right? Last one is to focus on your success, right? And again, sometimes we're just so focused on other people. What will they think of us? Or the people that surrounding us, like, oh, they're doing this and that, and I'm not doing this, right? But everyone's success is different. It looks different. Everyone's process is different. The way that they go through their journey is not going to be the same as yours. We all have these special experiences for a reason. So focus on you and focus on your success and your growth, right? When we try to just see like, oh, how can I grow? How can I enhance? Then you're taking away any noise and surroundings that can just hinder on your belief, right? So taking it on just you and focusing on you, whether it's, I want to grow into a manager position, and that's fine. So what do I need to do to be successful in that? And work on it and focus on it, right? And now we're working towards something and we don't need to pay attention what other people are doing, right? We can take their advice, right? Because maybe they are managers or they're leaders or whatever it may be. But we want to focus on you and your success for your ultimate growth. I hope that this makes sense. So again, last 2, we're enhancing your skills and focusing on your success. So getting rid of that negativity, leveraging your strengths, asking questions, enhancing your skills, and focusing on your success are my top 5 keys for enhancing your confidence within the workplace. There's so much more that you can do too, but I feel like if you have these set through, if you take these into practice, you'll automatically see a huge difference. They're actionable things that we can easily do and apply. I hope that this was helpful. If you are watching the replay, then feel free to tag me and leave your question or just pop in to say hello. And I'm looking forward to the next session. Let me know if there's anything else that you also want to see from me. I will, take anything that you're struggling with. If there's something that you want me to talk about a little bit more, I'm happy to do that. So I will see you guys in the next session. Feel free to message me if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget also to sign up for the new program for the Confident, Clear, and Hired one-on-one coaching, which again, I'm only taking about 3 to 4 people. So just make sure that you get into your free 15-minute call. It'll be a great way for you to learn and for myself to give you any quick advice that you have or you need within your career. So I'll talk to you guys soon.